Jarred, did you surprise yourself at all about how kind of quickly you were able to make an impact and kind of do the things that people have gotten used to you doing defensively on the glass, making plays with the pass?
A little bit. I knew I might be a little rusty coming in, and as far as rhythm and knowing the plays and all that stuff. So my main goal was just to go out there, play hard, bring the energy, and then everything else, just control the controllables, and everything else to play its hand.
Players talk a lot about how you can't replicate in a real NBA game with scrimmages or in practices. How you hadn't played since February 1st last year at Boston, right? How did that go for you, and how do you feel how are you feeling physically after doing so?
It was good. Like you say, it's hard to replicate that stuff. Like, me and JJ were just messing around with me, like going through the stuff over there. And his opinion, I might have been going like a 5 out of 10, but the way I was able to turn it up today, it's just hard to replicate those type of game reps, even with dress rehearsals and stuff like that. So it was good to finally get back out there and get some game reps.
Jarred, it's often talked about the journey. When you think about the journey to get back here, what does it mean to get back here, and how much were you thinking of that before they tipped off tonight?
It means everything, man. It's been a long journey, been a tough journey. It's almost been a full calendar year since I was able to play the game again. So, yeah, just taking everything, embracing it, the moment, and just being thankful for the moment, thankful for everybody that was a part of it. My rehab process and, the organization, everybody just being patient. So, yeah, it's a big step in the right direction, and, I'm excited, and, yeah, it's been a hell of a journey.
When you've been gone that long for virtually a year, was there something at some point tonight in the game where you said, boy, I really missed this element of the game?
Just competing. I think you can't replicate that competition, and just being able to go out there and compete and just being with the guys. I think the fellowship with the guys, being able to play with them, talk with them, and, work things out and just go out there and just bring energy. I think that was some of the biggest things for me personally tonight.
Thank you.
Vando, in the time that passed since you last played, the coach changed, some of the personnel changed.
Mm-hmm.
What was it like for you to kind of stay on top of the new playbook and the new teammates you'll be playing with while you were out?
Just staying engaged. I'm still at every practice. Took most road trips. Just being engaged with the team, and even pulling some of the coaches to the side, asking them, watching film, talking with them, talking through after games and stuff like that, and even on the plane with some of the teammates and stuff like that. So just keeping myself engaged, I think that was the biggest part. Even though I'm not physically out there on the court, but just being my presence, still being there, and being able to talk with them throughout the game.
Austin's right there. Saul asked this one. There was a pick and roll Austin ran with you, led to a short roll. I think you hit it with Dorian with the pass in the corner for a three, ran some horns. You've set a couple step-up screens for LeBron. What did you just think about your offensive role and the process that you'll, be a part with this group under this coaching staff?
I think it was good. Just being in some of the actions, and if I'm not in action, being able to play the secondary actions and read off of that. But, yeah, I think our flow, our pace was good. We had a lot of good movement, and we created a lot of good shots. So, like I said, it's a lot of interchangeable parts within this offense. So just guys, just main thing is getting to our spacing and everybody getting to a certain spot and just kind of playing off the field.
Vando, JJ talked about using you at 5 a bit more, and we saw tonight he played you next to LeBron and Doe in those front court looks. What do you feel like you bring when you're at the 5? And you mentioned interchangeability offensively, but defensively you guys can all switch 3 through 5 there. So what does that kind of do on both sides of the ball?
I think on the defensive side, it allows us to be versatile, like you said, being able to switch everything, especially when we got bigger wings like me, Doe, Braun, and, just being able to switch everything, cover the floor. And offensively, I think every position also being interchangeable, so just being versatile on both ends and everybody being able to be at every spot. And I think collectively it brings length, toughness, and a fly-around mentality with that group.
Jarred, welcome back. The last time you guys played, Max was in and out of the rotation. Gabe was hurt. Dorian was on the Nets. Having guys that sort of play and can change the game with energy on the defensive end the way that you do, what was it like playing? You guys played it together as a group at one point, but just kind of seeing them, and what do you think that did for the team?
Man, it was great. I think it just rose our level of energy. You know, it was guys flying around, giving multiple efforts, and when you got multiple guys doing that at one time on, you know, every possession, I think it changes the energy. It changes the momentum and of the game, essentially. So it was great having guys around me that I know, you know, being long, physical, being able to switch everything and also collectively rebound and stuff like that. So it was dope playing with a defensive-minded lineup, as you would say.